The fear of Friday the 13th, the date associated with horror, superstition, and bad luck. Friday the 13th, a day steeped in superstition and shrouded in mystery. It's the date when the line between the ordinary and the supernatural seems to blur, leaving even the most rational among us feeling a bit uneasy. But why does this seemingly random date send shivers down our spines? Let's take a deep dive into the ominous origins and chilling legends that have turned this day into one of the most feared dates on the calendar. The origins. Why are we so afraid? The fear of Friday the 13th has roots that run deep, blending ancient myths, religious beliefs, and cultural superstitions. It's a potent mix of two separate fears. Friday. In Christian tradition, Friday is considered an unlucky day because it's believed to be the day when Jesus was crucified. Sailors in the past often avoided setting sail on Fridays, convinced that bad luck would follow. The number 13. Long before horror movies and slasher films, the number 13 had a sinister reputation. In many cultures, it's considered unlucky, often omitted from hotel floors and airline rows. The reasons are varied. Some trace it back to Norse mythology, where a dinner party of 12 gods was interrupted by an uninvited 13th guest, Loki, the trickster god, who brought chaos and death. When these two superstitions collide, they form Friday the 13th, a day considered doubly unlucky. The Curse of the Templars, a historical twist. One of the most enduring legends tied to Friday the 13th dates back to October 13, 1307. On this fateful Friday, King Philip IV of France ordered the arrest of the Knights Templar, a powerful and wealthy military order. The Templars were accused of heresy and blasphemy, and many were tortured and burned at the stake. As the flames consumed them, it's said that the Templars cursed the king and the Pope, marking the day as one of misfortune and vengeance. The superstitions, from bad luck to bad decisions. From avoiding black cats and broken mirrors to steering clear of ladders, superstitions on Friday the 13th reach a fever pitch. Some people refuse to leave their homes, travel, or make important decisions on this day. In fact, there's a term for the fear of Friday the 13th, phobia. It might be a mouthful, but it's a real and deeply felt fear for many. It's estimated that millions of dollars are lost on this day, as people cancel flights, reschedule meetings, and put off major purchases. Pop culture, from film to folklore. Friday the 13th's eerie reputation was only amplified by Hollywood, particularly with the release of the iconic horror movie franchise Friday the 13th. The film introduced the world to the infamous killer Jason Voorhees, who, with his signature hockey mask and relentless nature, became the face of fear for generations. Since then, the franchise has turned Friday the 13th into a night synonymous with gruesome deaths and terrifying jump scares. Movie marathons and theme parties have become a staple for horror fans looking to tempt fate. Strange occurrences, real-life events on Friday the 13th. While some of the fear around Friday the 13th is based on superstition, there have been some genuinely bizarre and tragic events that took place on this date, only adding fuel to the fire. In 1976, New York City experienced one of its worst storms ever on Friday the 13th, resulting in chaos and damage. On Friday, October 13, 1989, the stock market experienced a sudden and severe crash, now referred to as the Friday the 13th mini crash. More recently, Friday, January 13, 2012, saw the wreck of the Costa Concordia, a cruise ship that ran aground off the coast of Italy, resulting in numerous deaths and injuries. A day of spookiness or just another Friday? Whether you're someone who clutches their lucky charm a bit tighter or simply laughs off the superstition, there's no denying the eerie aura that surrounds Friday the 13th. It's a day that has transcended its origins to become a cultural phenomenon, giving us an excuse to lean into the spooky, the unexplained, and the downright creepy. So, the next time Friday the 13th rolls around, will you hide under the covers, or will you dare to watch a horror movie marathon, venture out to a haunted location, or tempt fate in some other way? Remember, it's all in good fun. Or is